the most blandest, overdone, I know everybody done had it before thing on the menu. And they just come out with a sloppy Joe. Like, this is what this movie is. This movie is the sloppy Joe of 2022. Welcome to Cine Here, where you come for all of your media needs. My name is Ray, and today I'm reviewing Beast, directed by Baltazar Comakor, starring Idris Elba, Ayani Haley, Leah Jeffries, and Sharto Copley. The film takes place where Dr. Nate Samuel's wife recently died, and him taking his two daughters, Meredith and Nora Samuels, to South Africa, where he first met his wife. So I recently heard an interview with Idris Elba saying the pitch to this movie was Jaws, but with a lion. And that's what this movie really is. It's Jaws, but with a lion. Is it as good as Jaws and that classic formula that we all loved when it was out? No. Because Jaws has aged poorly, some would say, right? I would say that film was great for its time, and it is an iconic film because of when it came out. But that dull premise carries on in the movie Beast. It's a dull premise. It's Cujo. It's all of those animal versus, people scenario. And it's hard for people to believe that still can exist because it doesn't do anything new in the survival genre. It doesn't do anything new in the man versus nature or man versus beast or woman versus beast, however you want to put it. It brings nothing new to the scenario. When I think of a recent movie that done this well, it was probably 47 Meters Deep. It's a movie where two women are trapped in a cage on the bottom of the sea and they're fighting their lives to survive against a shark or sharks. That is a different kind of premise because it adds the tension of you being underwater also fighting a shark. And this doesn't have that extra premise that brings it or makes it feel fresh. This seems like a movie that is no, it doesn't seem. This is a movie that is overly predictable. The only saving grace in a film like this is Idris Elba and Sharto Copley's acting. They do a good job acting. They make this movie serviceable. They make this movie something that I wouldn't say is a movie that is not worth watching. They make this movie palatable. And I don't want to go to the theaters just for a movie that is palatable. I need more. And Idris is so much capable of giving me more. But he is let down with a poor script and a predictable plot. Does this film deliver high volumes of tension and things that are going to make you wonder if they're going to escape? Yeah, I guess. But it's not great though. Like, it's there. It's there. It exists. It's in the movie. But it's not at a high enough level to where I would say that it was great. Like, this movie gave me exactly what I expected from the trailer. After watching the trailer, I knew I was in for like the most basic thing possible. It's like going to a restaurant and they ask you, what do you want? And you say, give me the most blandest, overdone, I know everybody done had it before thing on the menu. And they just come out with a sloppy Joe. Like, this is what this movie is. This movie is the sloppy Joe of 2022. Is sloppy Joe's gonna fill you up and can it be okay? Yeah. But how often are you gonna go to a restaurant and order a sloppy Joe? And that is the problem with this movie. It is not great. It is not nothing new. It's just some plain basic thing that you have seen time and time again. And then the premise of this film is what going to really let you down because you kind of think like, what is going to drive this lion to, I guess, uncharacteristically just attack people like for an entire movie, right? Lions typically are not predators that is known just for constantly attacking foes for long periods of time. They are known for trying to get their meal, and if it doesn't work out, moving on to the next. And that is that is the definition of the movie. It's a movie that you can watch and you can move on to the next. And I would want to call the actors that did such a decent job in this movie a waste. But I can't call it a waste. You know why I won't say that Idris and Charlton's acting wasn't a waste in this movie? Because their acting is the only thing that made this movie watchable. So it's not a waste. They did a good enough job for me to tell people that if you don't go to theaters to watch this movie. You definitely should save your money. But once it goes to, your Netflix or your streaming services, or once you see it on demand, you kind of want to cut something on, this is a movie that's worth cutting on. It is. I can say that much about it. In the end, Beast was an unsavory, bland movie. And with that being said, I probably will have to give this film a 5.6 out of 10. I think that this movie is serviceable. It's okay. I can't stress it enough that it's just not anything new. And I think that's the biggest thing. They didn't take any chances. They just left everything in your face and they said, we just hope that you like this mediocre pie that we are here to serve. If you enjoy my review, it's only right to like it because you enjoyed it. And I definitely want to hear what you got to say about this film, what you even thought about the trailer going into this film. And if you even going to watch the film, make sure you tell me all those things in a comment and we can have a chat about that, because I really do want to know what you think. But don't forget, you seen it here.